Hello, loving students. Good morning to one and all. Today, 5th May, our fourth class in this English. I am your English teacher. Next, we are going to learn a poem from Beehive. Page number 15, the poem is given the road not taken. This well-known poem is about making choices and the choices that shape us. Name of the poet is Robert Frost. He is an American poet who writes simple poem and very insightfully about common ordinary experiences. Name of the poem is The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost. The central theme of the poem is about making choices in life. And we know when we get up in the morning itself, we make a lot of choices. Many choices come in front of us. So these choices shape our future. Many alternatives are available at the time of choice. But man has to select one. It is only the future that will reveal, that will tell us whether the decision taken is wrong or not. And after taking decisions, we cannot do anything with that. We can only regret them if we get failure. Even if we wish, we cannot start all over again. When we go to a shop, textile shop, you find a lot of things there, lot of dress. You may take one or two. You, after reaching home, you wear, don't like it. Maybe you may not like both. You can take them back to the shop, can replace. But the decision we are taking for the future, we cannot change it very soon. We can change it, but we lose many things there. For example, if you are if you take a science stream, then after studying 2 years, you think, no, science is not for me. Then you take other commerce, you are losing 2 years there. But once you complete your degree level, you cannot go back again. Then if you can go back, but you may lose so many things. Wastage of time, wastage of money, etc., etc. So after taking decisions, we cannot undo them. We can only regret them. We cannot start all over again very easily. So, taking the right decision and making correct choices is very crucial to an individual's life. Any wrong decision or choice can spoil our life. If we study biography of Robert Frost. It says very clearly that what made him write this poem. It's very good poem for those people who are in that tough time to take a decision. He also wanted to be a poet, but his parents did not allow him to do so. They were good business people. They wanted, Robert Frost's parents wanted him to put into their business. Then they shifted their place from England to America. He failed there. He could not become a poet. He could not become a writer. He entered into the business. He became he had utter failures in the business, so and so. You read the biography of his. What made Robert Frost write this poem? Each poem is the experience of that poet. So the message is this. When we take a decision in our life, please think about it. Then only you will be successful in your life. Come to the poem, first stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Diverged, branched off. In a yellow wood. Yellow means so many leaves are fallen down. Old forest we can say. Wood. Wood means forest. Yellow wood means yellow leaves are fallen on the ground over there, and very old trees are there. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. Poet regrets, asks pardon that he could not travel both. Here roads are the symbolic way it is used to different routes. This for a traveler, if you reach into such a place and you find so many roads in front of you, unless and until you don't know about each road, it's very difficult to go through the road. You will be confused to which road I have to take to reach my destination. Here roads means the choices in front of you. Two roads diverged, I told you, branched off, separated. Yellow wood, leaves on the trees are yellow. So you can imagine the season, autumn season. And sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood. Being a traveler, Robert Frost stood there. Long I stood there for a long time and looked down one as far as I could. Looked down one rod as much he could see. Then he noticed to where it bent, it turned in the undergrowth. Undergrowth means dense growth of plants and bushes. Till there he could see the length of that rod. The poet has come into the deep wood, yellow wood in the autumn season, where two roads have diverged, separated into two ways like a fork. Immediately, the poet understands, being a traveler, he understands traveling both the roads is impossible. I already told you here the two roads symbolize two ways, options in front of him, two ways to go in life, career. The poet first thought of traveling both the roads and then gave up the idea. No, it's not possible. Then he finds himself in confusion, dilemma. What to do? He's very much worried which road I have to take. He was in dilemma in the selection, in the choice of roads. He found that the first road has bent in the undergrowth. Bushy plants were there on the roadside. Till there he could see. Here undergrowth represents unknown world. Till bushes only he could see. After that, no way, nothing is clear. That means he doesn't know that road exactly. So what we learn in this in this stanza, before taking a decision in our life, whatever big or small decision, we must think, study those options thoroughly. When you get up in the morning, getting ready to school, yes, I have many tooth paste there. Yes, this is Colgate or whatever things are kept. Which one I have to use? Because every day we come across such kind of dilemma in our life. I repeat the first stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow watch, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Is it clear? Before that, before moving to the next stanza, let me talk about rhyme scheme. Already learned in 8th class, but never bothered about it. But in 9th classes, you must go through thoroughly. See the first line, the last word of the first line, would, is matching with the last word of the third line, stood, and also the last word of the fourth line, could. Would, stood, could. Would is rhyming with stood and could. When it comes first time, we give A. The rhyming scheme of the first stanza is A, and would is matching with stood and could. So A stood for stood, third line also A, and fourth line also A. But second line, the last word you see bath, sound you have to see, bath, and growth, undergrowth. So A, B, A, B. I'll tell you once again in the last stanza. And also poetic devices. Now come to the second stanza. So today we learn only this much. Tomorrow I'll start with the second stanza. Learn them the day itself, so that you will not have much burden for studies. Read and understand each and every line of the poem clearly. Okay, thank you. Stay safe. Wishing you all the best. Thank you.